WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like Jeremy's dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything earned for a goal of elevation, just passing the team over here might finish out bright future we can't vanish. It's E25 any day, that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions, fankers bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when Eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Big up everyone, hope you're well, hope you're doing good. And this is something a little bit different. Obviously, we have confirmed the signing of Villarreal's Yeremy Pino. So I thought, you know what, why not get a Villarreal fan to talk to us a little bit more about the player himself. I'd like to introduce you and welcome Julian to the show, obviously from Villarreal Fan TV. How's it going?
It's going good. Thanks for having me, mate. I appreciate it.
No, not a problem at all. Now, look, obviously, this is a massive transfer for us in the sense of, I don't think we've done with our transfer window. I think we still need another attacking 10, but with the loss of Eberechi Eze,
yeah,
I think a lot of fans are really excited that we've got this player over the line. But what were your initial thoughts on this transfer when this initially came out?
To be honest, it came out of the blue. Because a week before this transfer was official, Pino expressed that he was excited for the new season and excited to play for Champions League. So when this rumor started coming, I personally was surprised and shocked, actually, because Pino has an important role in the future. So yeah, it surprised many of us.
So is that like the general consensus with the Villarreal fan base? Like, are they upset? Are they angry? What's the general consensus?
I think the general consensus is that they are surprised and shocked. And then they, soon after that, I think they realize, okay, maybe because of the transfer, the fee, I think maybe it's maybe a good deal, actually, when they think about it. So I think surprise in the first hours, days, and then after when they realize, okay, this is serious, they realized eventually that, okay, this is actually not a bad deal, since Crystal Palace is they are investing a lot of money into him, and that's a good money for us to invest in other players.
What's the actual fee being reported on your end? Because on our end, we're looking at, I believe it's around £25 million, I believe.
Okay.
But that's what's been reported on our end. We don't know how accurate that is. There are add-ons with that as well, which will obviously build it up. I think the fixed fee is around 20 to 25 million.
Yeah.
Did he not have a release clause of like 60 something as well?
Yeah, it's when answering your first part, I think we don't know either, to be honest. The latest I heard is 30 plus 5 add-ons, but I don't know if it's £30 or 30 million euros. I don't know either, to be honest. And yes, his release clause was or has been rumored to be around 60. But I think maybe since Pino and Villarreal, he's a local player. They signed him when he was very young in 2017. So he has been through the academy and everything. So maybe they let him go for a cheaper price because they have a good relation with the player. So but I don't know actually about the release cost. It's been rumored a few years ago when he signed a new contract that it was supposed to be 60. But 30 is so decent price for him.
I guess we might need to work with you in the future if you got these lovely players that you're completely saying, hey,
yeah,
I've got a good relationship with you. We're not going to go for the release. Maybe we should shop with Villarreal more often.
Yeah.
So God.
No, I was just gonna say, in general, I think that one thing that I wish the club would have been better is to sell them for higher fees. Sometimes I feel we get robbed in many transfers because of this, and it sucks because um, especially when players are forcing the move, it's very difficult. I don't know about this case, but in general, when players force the move, usually Villarreal don't get a lot of money for the players. Even with Baena, who we lost, who was a key player to Atletico, we got 30-40 million for him. So yeah, we should get better at getting the most out of players. Yeah.
No, that's understandable. I mean, you briefly mentioned there as well the fact that you're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we can never ever really guess what a player's mindset is, you know, but that's a big deal. Like leaving a predominantly Champions League team, because well-renowned Champions League team / Europa League. I know you've won that a few times as well. So go to a club like us, who mid-table Premier League side, but we'll be playing in the Conference League. Is that a shock in itself, in the sense of like he's leaving a very prestigious tournament?
No, to be honest, yeah, I'll just finish.
Yeah, to come to a club like Palace.
Yeah, but to be honest, Crystal Palace have really improved. I was personally was watching last year and how you guys performed since you got the new coach after Vieira. You have a solid team, and you got your first trophy and the Community Shield. So in a way, I feel we are in the same situation because we just recently, like a few years ago, won our first trophy. So I feel like Crystal Palace are like could be the next team to like take the next step and become like a top 10 team to maybe push higher up in the table. And also, I think maybe a new experience for Pino. He maybe wants to try something else, and the wages also helps. I think is another motivation for him. Maybe that his salary would increase probably now with the move. So maybe a future for him, maybe security for him in the future. In generally, Spain. They have high tax on player income tax, so not many players are really interested anymore or to come to Spain because of very high tax. So that's a little bit downside for, in the league right now.
To be fair, I'm not sure if the tax is any better here, to be honest.
I don't know about UK, but
let's talk about Pino in a bit more depth. So what was it about him that initially caught your attention?
For me, as a player, he's a very hardworking winger. So what I liked about him under Emery, it was Unai Emery, who gave him a chance. I think it was
how ironic, because if he plays this Sunday, we've got Aston Villa.
You guys have some. Oh,
so if he actually plays this Sunday,
that would be interesting. If he starts, I don't know if he will start, but maybe he will come in the second half or maybe next match. But that's our that's interesting. Yeah. So basically, Emery gave him opportunity in the COVID. I think it was 2020, late 2020. That's when he started playing for the A side, the Villarreal side. And what the first thing that maybe caught my attention was his ability to track back, run back, help out his team. He's like fully team player. He will track back. He will work hard. He has some decent technical abilities and good decision making. But overall, I will say he's a hard worker and he will give everything when he's on the pitch. So that's what I liked about him. Yeah,
that's great to hear. I mean, obviously, he had a very serious ACL injury.
Yeah.
How has he come back from that? Because I know it's difficult for players who have long-term injuries to find their form again.
Exactly. So after the injury, he struggled because other players started to take his role in on the wing. So he had very on and off performances. Naturally, after injury, it will take some time to get adjusted, and maybe you have to change your style. Because I personally, when he came back, he wasn't as mobile as before. He looked a little bit more stiff, whereas before the injury, he used a lot of his body feint movement to get past players. Now he was relying more on his pace, and so it looked. I don't know how he has worked on it now, but he looked a little bit limited with his movement. But towards the end of the season, he started scoring and giving assists. So he had better performance at the end of the season rather than in the beginning.
So you're just about finding his form again to how he
Yeah,
was previously.
yeah.
Okay.
I will say from March, April till the end of the season, he started finding his rhythm, and also he started playing even more for each match.
Awesome.
Mm.
Like, what's your favorite moment or game involving Yeremy Pino?
Yeremy Pino, I will say, I think it was around COVID era. He scored 4 goals in one match. I'm not sure which match. I think it was it was a league match. I don't remember on top of my head against who, but he scored 4 goals in very quick. I think he scored 3 goals in first half, and then he scored the fourth in second half or something. But I remember that match. He was very impressive. I think
Can
you have
you,
the picture of it in the background as well.
oh,
So
that's the reason for
yeah,
that.
yeah, 4 goals. Yep.
Yeah. Can you remember how he scored the goals? Were all the goals different? Was it
Yeah,
a
they were
variety?
different. Yeah, tap in. Some of it was a bit maybe tap in goals. It was a little bit different. Yeah, different type of goals.
And how do you think the player, like, overall has impacted on Villarreal's team success and stuff? Like, how much of an impact has he made in that?
I think despite being very young, he has played a lot. So he has been looked at as one of the seniors despite being very young. So a lot of players look up to him, especially the youngsters and the new players who came a few years ago. They look up to him. So he has a huge status in the club because of his. He has expressed a lot of times that he loves this club and the loyalty to the club, and so he has a big role. He had a big role in the team. So yeah.
Sure. Let's talk about his position actually.
Mm.
'Cause I know there's been clips of him playing on the right hand side. There's clips of him playing on the left hand side.
Yeah.
What would you say is his favorite position?
I think on the left wing is it's left wing is where I see him excel the most. I think on the right he's a little bit more limited. He doesn't have the technical, like, this is my opinion. Just he doesn't have the technical ability to get past players on the right side. He's more like a defensive right wing player when he plays on the right. He is more focused on tracking back, helping out. But on the left, he has some. Yeah, he can either. Yeah, he enjoys to cut inside from the left side, but he also sometimes can bait the opponent's players by waiting a little bit and then waiting on the overlap on the left, and then he will give to the left back. So he has more opportunities or more ways to be effective on the left side, in my opinion.
Sure. I mean,
Mm.
that's obviously with us losing Leverage as that's
Yeah.
the position that we obviously needed to target as
Right.
well. So that sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about his strengths and his weaknesses.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, but he works hard. He tracks back. He will support his team. He will play quick 1-2 with the offensive attacking players, with the striker, etc. He will use his left back for overlaps. So I would say like a work rate and team player. I think that's what I see from Pino. And weaknesses, maybe he gets overly emotional sometimes. He will get unnecessary bookings. He will maybe drag a player unnecessarily, get booked. Commits silly fouls. He can commit silly fouls. And maybe a lack of technical abilities. He's a little bit very basic in those aspects. He's not the Eze type of player where Eze can maybe go at players and dribble past few players. Pino is more limited in that sense. He tries. He uses his pace to get past players, but he doesn't have the technical ability to get past. He can get past, but it's very limited, basically. So
Sure.
he will, yeah.
And you mentioned obviously he gets himself into like get silly bookings and commits fouls. Is that due to like his passion in trying to like you said help out the team, or are there elements where he just shows like petulance and frustration if a game's not going his way?
I would say both, actually. I think he has a lot of passion. He wants to perform at 100%, and then sometimes that goes the wrong way. He gets booked, and other times he can get affected by the tempo, or if the team is behind in the lead, he will get maybe frustrated, angry, and then he will maybe get back in some way by tackling or committing fouls. So it's actually both. He does both of them. So yeah.
Okay. And final question: what would he offer Crystal Palace?
That's I've been thinking about it, actually. The thing is, I don't know what Crystal like. Where do maybe you can answer it. How do the Crystal Palace fans think they will use, or how do you think the coach will use him? Do you think that he's a replacement for Eze, or do they think he's just a winger, another winger who will maybe that's I don't know exactly what you guys thoughts are on Pino, like what you guys know about him.
I mean, as it stands, he's going to be the replacement because we've got no one else signed up yet. We are obviously linked with another attacking forward. There's loose rumours to Christantas Uche from Getafe, and also talks have been ongoing with Baumgartner from RB Leipzig. But I think that one's going to be a very difficult one because they've just lost Chevy Simmons to Tottenham. So I know Gladstone wants squad depth as well, so it might be a case where we have 4 attacking 10s who are probably just going to be on rotation. We've also we lost Eze, Mateus Francis gone on loan to Vasco da Gama, so we are light in those forward positions.
Okay, I see. And what formation are you guys playing?
So we play 3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1. Okay.
Yeah, so the 10s, normally you got, obviously, if it's a 4-3-3 or 3-4-3, you have wingers like that touchline. They're more like inside 10, so they're very close to the striker.
Right. So Pino, so the idea is to use Pino in one of those positions.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other player, who would that be?
At the moment, on the right hand side, it'll be Ismail Assar.
Yeah, Sar. Okay, Sar is there. Okay, so yeah. So I think, in a way, Sar and Pino, they're like similar kind of players, basically. I think, but Sar is far more technical and has far more pace and finishing ability. Pino is a little bit maybe more how will I say, maybe more 1-2 type of player, very short distance, everything has to like. Yeah, so
what's his dribbling like, and what's he like against a low block?
Low block as a winger?
Yeah, whenever he plays, I'm assuming there will be teams that you might have to play alone.
Yeah, he enjoys crossing in a lot. Actually, he will if he plays on the left, he will bait his left side. So if he doesn't play overlap, he will cross in sometimes. So that could be a good maybe option for Crystal Palace with Mateta. in the box, that could make sense that Pino can do that. He enjoys crossing in. He enjoys playing 1-2, and now maybe perhaps with Sar. Yeah, so he has few options on the left side if he's used 10 on the left.
Sure. And is his dribbling good? Like, obviously, like I said, imagine the
Yeah.
two teams have got the banks of 4. Can he find those little pockets and then dribble to create a bit of space for himself?
Yeah, he can, but actually it's very early to say how, because Premier League is another different level, another style, and another. La Liga is more open football, and the defense are very attacking, and they yeah. So I don't know exactly, because
Yeah.
Premier League is a little bit different. They teams like Burnley, they will maybe play a little bit defensive. I don't know how Pino will find solution. So it's very hard to say, but generally against low blocks he enjoys crossing in or play 1-2 centrally.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, and thank you for that. I think that gives a nice little overview of what we expect.
I hope so. I hope to answer some of your questions, mate.
Yeah, I mean, you have done. Thank you very much. I mean, unless if you got any questions for me from a Palace point of view, I'm more than happy to answer that.
Sure. I want to ask you, like, how excited are you now that your team has now they have won a trophy and they won the Community Shield? How excited are the fans now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an incredible couple months on the pitch. On the pitch, obviously, outside of it, there's been too much madness, way too much madness. But to win our first major trophy and then to back it up with a Community Shield against two of the better sides in the league, Manchester City and Liverpool, it just shows how much Oliver Glasner's done. You know how great he's done as a coach, and I think the frustration from the fan base is that we don't back him early enough. Yes, we're now starting to do business, but it's a bit late in the window. We've still got question marks of Mark Gurley if he's going to stay. Are we going to get another 10 in? Do we need 2 centre backs if Mark Gurley got? Like, there's still too much. It's still too messy, in a sense. So we can't wait for Monday to come around and the window closes at 7 p.m. So at least we know where we stand. But yeah, look, with the addition of Pino, like, we're really excited from what we've seen. He looks like he'll shoot on sight. He's quick. He's very quick. Seems like a very intelligent player as well. So yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Yeah, sounds. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually gonna watch Crystal Palace this season closer, just because of what you mentioned about winning trophies. I want to see how far they can go this year, and then also watching Pino in action. So I'm excited for you guys too.
No, absolutely. I'm going to put you on full screen for a brief moment. Please shout out your channel and where people can find you.
They can find me on X. My Twitter or X handle is the same, VILLARREAL Fan TV, and I also have a YouTube channel where I post highlight videos of Pino, for example. I have, I think, 3-4 videos of him from last year. So yeah, so you can just check out and yeah. So if you have any questions about VILLARREAL, just you can ask me on X or on Instagram.
No, wicked, Julian. I really appreciate your time. Yeah, I'm sure if he's banging in loads of goals, we'll probably get you back on to talk about it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm excited, man. Thank you again. I really appreciate it, Rich. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys as well, generally.
No, thanks very much. Guys, please make sure you go and follow VILLARREAL Fan TV on all social media platforms. Give him the support. He's dedicated a lot of his own time to be here to just explain a little bit more about our new signing, Yeremy Pino. Big up, everyone. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. And as always, up the Palace.